we got some things to talk about. It's early season baseball, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a few things happening around the Major League Baseball world. Most notably, what you have on screen here. Let's start out with the Oakland A's, or should I say Sacramento A's? Should I say Sacramento A's? Because that's what's happening with Sacramento and Oakland, and this whole crazy thing that's happening with whatever's happening. We had last time we talked about the A's, there was a Vegas thing going on where the stadium isn't quite ready yet. They're trying to figure that whole thing out. But they're officially leaving Oakland after 2024 and will play in Sacramento through 2027 until the stadium is ready. But here we are, Doc. A's in Sacramento.
That's crazy. So, I mean, looking at it, and, you know, I've only had a little bit of time to look at it, but it looks like it's for, 2 years, starting next year, 25 to 27, correct?
Correct, yep.
It's until the stadium gets built up, which, you know, at this rate, it could be 28, 29.
It could be. It could be 2050. We don't know.
We'll be long gone. Yeah.
Let's take a quick bet. What's going to happen first? Manfred retires, or the A's move to Vegas? We know when Manfred's retiring, so what happens first?
We
have a solid baseline.
I just feel bad for the city of Oakland with that because of the storied history that the A's have had there and the fact that they couldn't come to some agreement to figure it out. I mean, there's obviously some reason now why many sports teams have left the Oakland area and have gone elsewhere, like regardless if it's nearby or whatever. You know, you just kind of hope that if they do decide to go and they go to Sacramento or whatever, either stay in Sacramento or if they do go to Vegas, make it count, make it worth it, because this is a historic franchise that's had many Hall of Famers on it, and you know, you just want to see them come out of it and succeed and come back to where they used to be. You know, money. They even have money. You know, Moneyball. They have things. There's movies with them in it and stuff like that. Like, you just hate to see it happen, but you got to do what's best for the franchise now. You know, moving forward, you know, now that they went out and all this hoopla's come out, you just want what's best for those players and their families at this point. So if they do go to Sacramento and somehow, some way they get them a stadium and they stay there, great. But if they end up in Vegas, I just hope that everything's taken care of for them and it's not like a Coyote situation with the NHL where they have to play in a college arena. You know what I mean? You just want to see them succeed. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sacramento already has the Kings, and I think they have I think the River Cats, which I don't even know. Right. Like, they have a couple, but I mean, based off of what's happening here, it's man, it's crazy to think such a team that you can recognize. Like, you always can look at the Oakland A's logo or like the history of the players that have been there, like you mentioned, Doc, and it's like, man, this is what we're going through now. It could be, I mean, I guess the Chiefs are going through this and they just won a Super Bowl, so you know they,
right.
Chiefs are not even going to be a team in a year, so you know there's that. But
the last ride, last dance.
I wonder what Scotty's going to do if there's no team to root for. I guess he could be a Broncos fan. Anyways, yeah, it's crazy.
I think he'd rather die.
He'll just stop watching football. You know?
I think he'd be done. Yeah.
But yeah, so there no changes when it comes to like the name or like anything affiliated with Sacramento. They're just going to keep the A's and the branding and everything as they should. But yeah, just kind of unfortunate for a fan base that they were the early opening day was I think there was like, how many people showed up on opening day? There was like nobody in that stadium.
There wasn't.
There was a protest, right?
Yeah, and then they had the flyer that came out. Like, it's in Discord. So if you guys haven't seen it, apparently there's this flyer that came out that was telling them how to do stuff or handle things when people were coming, and it's just not a good look. Not a good look.
It's crazy. Sacramento just slightly better than Albuquerque, says Keep Close. But don't be shitting on Albuquerque. Nah, I know you're not, but I mean, Go Isotopes, by the way.
Right.
Go
I was going to
Topes.
say the Isotopes. Yep. Great hat, by the way. If you haven't checked out their logo is one of the best, I think, in all of minor league baseball.
First of all, I have their Isotopes hat. I have they have a couple versions of their they switch and do promotional nights. They have the Isotopes, they do the mariachis, which I have that hat in my collection. And
that's awesome.
And they turn themselves once a year into the Albuquerque green chili cheeseburgers. And
that's right, yes.
And they have the cheeseburgers hat, which I don't have it in here right now. I have all the hats because I have family down in New Mexico. So I've been to plenty of those games where they have some of the cool things going on. Oh, it's the best.
Right.
Minor league promotions.
Minor league baseball. Yep. Go ahead. You were going with actually what I was going with. Go ahead.
Doc. Minor league promotions are like the best promotions on the planet. They have like dollar beer nights. They have, oh gosh, it's crazy.
I got so a funny story real quick. When I was stationed in Jacksonville, I actually met the head of like the season ticket holder, and they actually got me into the burrito eating contest. So they just have amazing contests. Like literally they turned you into a burrito and you had to eat a burrito as fast as you could and end up winning obviously, look at me, but I'm just kidding. Don't look at me, please don't. But they just have creative, right? They have such creative promotions that I don't understand how like professional like MLB teams don't do half of what they do and wonder why they don't get attendance. Because like I'm telling you right now, even if I was a team that rooting for a team that was at the bottom like I do with the Pirates most years, but they would get so many people just to come for like dollar beer, dollar hot dog, dress up as a chicken and you get in for free and get a free chicken strip voucher. Like they do the craziest promotions and it's awesome.
It's the best. Outside of the Savannah Bananas, right. Which I want to see at some point. I want to see some Savannah Bananas.
I tried, and we tried actually. We waited, and the wait list was like 45,000 people, and it was insane. Jesus. Like, you have to sell your soul to get those tickets? I swear.
Gosh, man, how are they not bigger than they are? Like, they're big,
too.
But it's like, man, they're.
They started selling out MLB stadiums, by the way.
That's wild.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then
they really get their fans engaged and everything like that.
Meanwhile,
so it's a lot of fun.
Marlins and the Rays can't sell out a game in a regular season ever. So
the Rays couldn't sell out a game in the postseason. What are you talking about?
That's true. That blows my mind. I get that.
Yeah,
the
true. You're right.
Is.
I'm sorry.
I get that. But it's like, come on, man.
They can't sell out a playoff game, much less a regular season. Meanwhile, Savannah Bananas, they're doing.
Remember when they wanted to try like a door city thing with Montreal, like the furthest city away from them?
Yeah. And it's funny because if you watch the Savannah Bananas, they actually are bringing out like Hall of Famers, and it's crazy. It's like cool, to go watch. You never know who's going to show up. Like they've literally had different Hall of Famers show up at different stadiums during their tour. It's insane.
It's so much fun, man. Like I see the TikToks and everything else. I get excited watching like the YouTube videos. It's crazy.
Right.
So anyways, maybe they can bring the Savannah Bananas down into Sacktown to help sell some tickets for the A's.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, really.
Minor league teams at the same level of entertainment as
the Kings lost to the Knicks.
Oh, yeah,
that checks out. By the way, then we're not a basketball stream tonight, but Julius Randle missing, he's out for the season. That kills their chances of anything in the East, which sucks.
Sad.
But here we are. Minor league teams on the same level of entertainment as a really good mom-pop circus. Yeah, true. Yeah. It's up there. The entertainment, the bang for your buck for like those types. I don't even know how much Savannah Bananas, but like minor league baseball, like AA, AAA, single A, bang for your buck. Go
Absolutely.
take in the game.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Plus they do fireworks shows like every single game.
Right, it's like pyrotechnics every
game.
Crazy.
Next up we have unfortunately for myself and Keep Close, our Colorado Rockies. I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here with the Colorado Rockies? We have a team that's 1-6 with a negative 34-point differential through 7 games, which is, come on, man. What are we doing? Like, you know, I'm trying to figure out what the breaking point is here in Colorado. Like, I have the pulse here in Colorado. I hear what people are saying. The thing with Colorado is the fact that we always can fill the stands because Colorado's just great weather and it's a great place to watch a baseball game. And the arena or Coors Field is one of the best places to watch a baseball game. Just from taking the family out, to getting a beer, getting the dog, and watching the game. It's just it's a great atmosphere.
Right.
But the product on the field is almost a second thought. You don't even really think about, oh yeah, we're gonna go watch the Rockies win or watch the Rockies, whatever. It's just based about the experience of going to Coors Field with other people and just getting out of the house.
Literally same here in Pittsburgh.
And it's
literally the same.
It's like everything. Like, why are we there in the first place? Is kind of my like. We
Right.
dive into the roots of what's going on, but the Rockies have been absolutely abysmal. We thought that, I mean, a lot of people thought that they were going to have a rough season, but to start out the season the way they have, it's brutal here in Colorado.
Yeah. I mean, that's I had the pleasure of going to a wedding out there, and I got to go to Coors. I just want to say how amazing the sunset is over the Rockies when you're in one part of the stadium. It's incredible. And then on the other half of that, being in Pittsburgh and having arguably the best stadium in all of baseball and not having a successful team in the sense of winning in some time since the early 2010s. It's extremely frustrating because it's such a beautiful park. There's so many things around it, just like Coors. And it's just a shame that our teams just haven't been able to match that because it'd be insane. There's nothing like a packed stadium with a team, you know, the Cueto moment and stuff like that. You know, it's just frustrating because I know how beautiful your stadium is along with mine. So it's just super frustrating.
Super frustrating. Keep close in the chat. Our designated ace, Freeland, has a 27 ERA. It's like, come on.
Bruh.
Come on, man. What are we doing? It's
Yikes.
painful. And obviously it comes down to a lot of like, oh, the ownership and they need to pay players. How about the ownership just pays players that actually fit where we need them to fit, as opposed to paying guys that go, isn't our boy 0 for 18 out here hitting? I think what's his name that just got in and he's like supposed to be one of our best hitters. Chris Bryant.
Nolan
Chris Bryant.
Jones, the catcher.
Chris Bryant, I think, is like
Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant's, yeah, he's 2 for 20, by the way.
he started
2 for 20.
he started 0 for 18, I think. He started
So you got 2 hits in this last game, and that was it.
He's averaging .1.
Yeah, he's batting 100.
He's
That's
batting
crazy.
100. It's just
Yeah, with a minus .2 WAR. Yeah, that's bad.
it's see, we're paying, and this is the thing with the Rockies is they pay the guys, they pay people, they pay the wrong people. It goes back to the Mike Hamptons and the Denny Nagels of the world. Don't get me started on Denny Nagel. I'm bringing back the old school where
We're showing our age with these names.
We're paying dudes the wrong dudes. We're paying the wrong dudes to come in, and we can't figure it out. By the way, Cuban Benny's going to have a field day with Denny Nagel and Mike Hampton. We'll get to that in the chat in a little bit.
We haven't even gotten to the opening day record.
Ugh.
Yeah, no. I mean, you have literally, thank God you have Charlie Blackmon. He's 10 for 24. But I mean, your other starters, McMahon's doing okay. He's doing fine. He's batting 375. But then you got Doyle 250, and everybody else is at the Mendoza line or below. So 200 or below. It's insane.
It's wild.
So I just checked.
He has 5 times. Go ahead.
Can't confirm Chris Bryant was 2 for 4 in his last game against Chicago. So besides that game, he has not gotten a base hit. The modern day Chris. Oh, what was the dude's name? I forgot the dude's name.
Chris Davis
from Baltimore.
Chris Davis. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Modern day. I was gonna say Chris Jones for some reason. Like that's
fun
right.
fact for you, Chris. He has 5 times as many strikeouts as he has hits. He has 10 strikeouts to 2 hits.
My man.
Who is he? Javi Baez?
I guess. Oh boy. Don't even go down that rabbit hole.
Oh my goodness. It's just.
Oh, you want to see what?
I just don't know.
You want to see the I had Sherman make earlier. I don't know if he's made it though. Like that was.
Maybe you should make a trade with the Orioles and get some of them off their AAA team since they put up 26 last night.
I mean, like who would they give up? Who would they give up to have that would have any sort of value?
I don't know.
Like again, like Diaz, maybe Nolan Jones. Like what do they have? Old man Charlie Blackmon.
Nolan Jones would probably be the piece that would have to go. They would have to. There'd be no way. It would have to be.
This is my life.
Right.
This is my life.
What's even funny is you don't get the chance to rant today. That's for Devil Doc.
By the way, yeah, Devil Doc.
Mean, if you want to rant, go right ahead because you clearly have way more to be upset about than me being over there. So maybe we'll give it to you.
You know what's crazy is like, all right, so this will be my rant on the Rockies. This will be and it's not it's a depressing rant because it's not even going to get angry. It's more of in a place of It's like when your parents say, "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed," and you're just like, "I want you to be mad."
Definitely worse.
I want you to be mad because at the current juncture, there's nothing for me to get angry about because we're in this state of mediocrity that we're never going to get out of. It seems like we're always in this place of, and we're in this acceptance of this is who we are as a team. This is who we are as a franchise. And the fact that we will never, ever break this chain of losing ever. We're just stuck in this space. And we go into these off seasons as, maybe the Rockies will do something, maybe they won't. But no one really pays attention because we know nothing's ever going to happen from it. And then once the season starts, you get excited for open day, which is crazy this year because nobody's excited for opening day. Normally there's a buzz around Colorado. Normally there's a thing where everyone's like, man, we're ready for opening day. Lodo's buzzing. Everybody's getting out of work to go downtown and hit the Lodo area, hit up the bars, the rooftop patios. The weather is 75 right now in Colorado. And nobody has been buzzing this year about the Colorado Rockies. And even the ones that are, great. Have fun. But there's no expectations based off of what we've seen and what we've been just absorbing in the last few years of this franchise being absolutely trash. And we've just accepted the fact that this is our identity, and it's sad. It's sad. And here we are just taking it all in. Here's another season. Let's get through it. Let's lose a bunch of games. I'm sorry. I'm depressing everybody here in Colorado. But it's just, but this is our truth. This is our truth, and I
can't handle the truth.
I can't handle the truth, and people have just accepted. That's the sad part is we've accepted it as normalcy. We've accepted this is that what we've just this is our identity, and that's what's disappointing. We've accepted it as our identity. But I'm off my depressing rant, my disappointing, not angry rants of the night for the Colorado Rockies. Are the Rockies, the Broncos depressing the entire state of Colorado? Yeah. At least the Broncos have some sort of hype going into a season. I know the Rockies suck, but maybe the group therapy counseling or something, because this time of year I can smell the fresh cut grass. I feel the baseball in my bones. Honestly, excited to see the boys summer do the thing. I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that too. Cheers. Cuban, you're bringing the energy back. See, this is what I'm talking about. I needed it. I needed that resurgence of energy because it's been gone for a while. Anyways, Doc, I think you have a rant.
Yeah. You good over there, Rick?
Yep, I'm good.
Mute, Rick. Mute.
Yeah, so basically mine's just the Pirates giving Mitch Keller $77 million when he's clearly not an ace. I know he's our ace, but I just feel like for $77 million, I think that we could have done a little bit better with who we're paying. I mean, I get we're paying everybody. You know, O'Neill Cruz is going to get his. Key Bryant and Brian Reynolds got his. But he's literally getting $77 million, which makes him the 24th highest paid pitcher in baseball, ahead of, you know, Spencer Strider, Pablo. You know, these names aren't exactly like huge. Like, you know, Cal Freeland's in there, Christian Javier, Chris Bassett, Blake Snell. So it's on the lower end, but it's like those guys at one point or another, like, have shown what they can do. You know, they gave him a $2 million signing bonus as part of a $77 million 5-year contract, right? And he's literally a career 25 and 39 with a 4.75 ERA. Yes, he was an all-star last year. Yes, he had a great stretch. Yes, maybe he turns it around, but I'm just really frustrated in the fact that we spent $77.5 million on this guy. And he, you know, 13-9 last year, get it, all-star season, but give this guy a short-term contract, you know, 5 years. You know, you're planning on this guy being good into his early 30s. I see him as a third guy in the rotation at best. You know, maybe Skeens comes up, you know, maybe we get a couple of the other guys that come up and then he's a little bit more comfortable. There's not so much I feel like there's a lot of pressure on him, but for $77 million and making him a top 25 paid pitcher, I think I needed to see more out of him than just after one season of a 13-9 season where he imploded at the end of the season. Like, that's just my frustration with the Pirates. That's my rant.
I love the rant. One critique there for you, Doc. You need to get pissed off, man. You need to get you know what it sounds like? It sounds like you have you seen the movie Dodgeball?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. You got to get mean. You got to get angry.
Gotta get mean.
Yeah.
Gotta get angry.
You could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. That's right. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. You don't have the fire quite yet, but you're going to get there. I promise you. Eventually. Hey, but I love the rant. I
appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We need some more baseball rants. We don't have enough of that. Yes, we do. So you're going to be bringing the heat. I know it. It's going to get spicy. But
oh yeah.
No, I love it, man.
Don't worry. I could come up with some coaching rants.
Welcome in, Tori. Good to have you in. Happy Thursday for you. We are here live talking some baseball. For all you guys that are enjoying baseball content, we don't do a lot of it on this channel, but when we can get it in, we will. Now that the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs are coming in, we got NFL draft. That's going to be on our main flagship Wednesday, Sunday shows, but we're maybe shifting to more of a baseball Thursday night show, which is going to be a lot of fun too. So, guys, make sure you guys hit that follow button if you haven't already. Welcome in, Tori. Good to have you. The spicy content always.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Always. We are doing fantastic, Tori. Good to have you. Riley, I miss being able to vote in the poll chat. By the way, guys, I'm going to be live on the front page of Twitch coming up this Saturday. We are going to be doing some March Madness Final Four. I will be calling the game along with Twitch Sports. So I will be their guest representing ActionLab Sports. So make sure you guys come in and help. Just keep me company. Keep me company. Be in the chat. I'm going to call you guys out as much as possible. Also, go into the Discord and make sure you send Rec any last second phrases.
I already made the poll. The poll has ended.
Okay. But if you have any last second, go to the Discord, !Discord Rec in the chat, and make sure you DM your phrases that I'm going to be saying in front of thousands of people and trying to work into the conversation during the broadcast. So I'm going to try to do my best, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So go
Would
help
you like
us
to
out.
know what the winning vote was?
I would like to know.
So the exact instructions I have from Cuban since his won, at least 4 times you're going to have to bring up Helen Keller.
Zach Edey is like Helen Keller of basketball, of centers in basketball. I don't even know.
Oh my
The
god.
officials.
Yeah, the officials out here must be like Helen Keller because they're blind.
These officials are this motherfuckers.
And of course, the
That motherfucker right there, it's not real.
But I am telling you right now.
And of course, just for one in the house,
back there
you're going to
is
have to
not
bring up
real.
Super Cooper at least once.
Yeah.
Get permabanned.
Like, man, he's so good. He's like the Super Cooper of basketball.
Telling you right now, that motherfucker
Man,
is not
even when
real.
it's a baseball stream, we still bring up Super Cooper. I love it.
Oh.
Super Cooper.
Chris does not, but everybody else does.
Anyone else who brings up Super Cooper, you're banned.
Well, now you're banned.
Instructions unclear.
He's ready. He's got it. He's
And
ready.
Super Cooper.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, guys. Last thing here.
Scotty for not being in the cult.
Scotty's banned whenever we want to. Anyways.
Don't damn me.
Tori.
Someone give Tori a sub so she can spam Super Cooper.
Oh no!
Oh my
Don't do
God.
it! Don't do it.
We should-
Last one before we get to our power rankings here. We had a no hitter early on in the season here. Houston Astros, Renel Blanco, who no hit the Toronto Blue Jays. By the way, in a span of 7 days, it's been a kind of a crazy roller coaster for him because he had welcomed his new daughter into the world, in that time frame, and then also made that opening day roster, then threw the first no-hitter in the major leagues this season. So here you go, more success for Houston, which, I mean, we don't have enough of that, I guess, right? But here we are. What were your thoughts, both of you guys, Doc first, on the no-hitter early on? We're getting into them early. First of all, what did you think about the first one? Second of all, is this what we have in store for us the rest of the season, seeing more and more of these no-hitters, knowing pitchers have kind of dominated in recent years?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome seeing it so early. I know I think there's been a handful that this has happened, but I do think that it's amazing timing, and this shows you how beautiful baseball is, because the Yankees just literally got swept by the Yankees, and so they come out and they do something. Hold on 1 second, sorry.
Is that the equivalent of the look from Scotty?
Pretty much. That's his Rach and Landon, pretty much.
Yeah. Which also, so a little stat here. This was the earliest no in baseball history. There has never been a no-hitter on an earlier date than when Blanco got his.
Which is crazy.
So-
I mean, that's early.
Sorry about that.
There's a dog on the stream.
My dog was going nuts. Sorry. Mom came up and had to yell at the dog real quick. Yes, this is Homer. So everybody, this is Homer.
Did you notice how he muted
Hi,
at
Homer.
Rec? See that? I mean, just take notes, Rec. Just take.
I muted, fixed my shit, and came back.
Yeah. So sorry about that. So where I was, it's beautiful because if you look at how the Yankees played them, the first 2 games of the season, then they come out and they take it out on the Blue Jays. This is a really good sign for Houston. With the pitching that they have going on down there. But baseball is just a beautiful sport where anybody on any given day, it could be your day to throw it, and his was early on in the season. So, I was a little bit surprised it was him, but that's the beauty of baseball. That's why we love the sport. You never know, you're going to show up and see history of 4 homers, a no, a fight. Who knows? You never know.
10.
Right. Games like that, you just never know with this sport, and that's what makes it so beautiful and why I love it so much.
It's amazing, man. But the
Right.
no was cool. Says keep close. Yeah.
I think that was his 8th career start or something like that.
Yeah, something. It was.
Something
It was.
wild. He's a rookie.
But that's baseball, you know. He's a young guy and he got it. So good on him. You know, he missed out on the perfect game, you know, with 2 walks, but he'll take it.
Yeah, also, we had a near no today.
Yeah.
The Tigers had a no hitter for 7 innings,
It's crazy, man.
and then they blew the game to the Mets.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go Mets. I don't have a lot to cheer
You
for.
got your first win, and
But-
it took you 8 innings to even get a hit.
But if I mean, the Mets are my only hope at this point. Hey, keep close. You're banned. You're banned.
Well, now you're back.
You're banned. Nobody talks shit on the Mets in this chat.
And he talked shit about Albuquerque earlier. That's 2 strikes.
That's 2. You get 1 more strike. Keep close. I know. I know. We have some love for some similar teams. You bet. You get 1 more. Only you get another one, and that's it.
Another one.